One Tarkov tip a day till we hit 2.5k. Before we continue with the medical series tip videos, I kind of want to cover first what exactly I bring into a raid every single raid. While I do still want to explain all the injuries and what all the medical items can do for you, I think knowing what to bring in is super important. Kind of like what this PMC asked, I'm sort of new and low level. I carry aluminum splint, cheese, AFAC, and IFAC. If you are new, here's what I recommend. First, let me cover if you have a gamma container. After covering the gamma container, I will cover exactly what you should bring in if you have an alpha container. While it is ultimately up to you what you want in your pouch, in your gamma, alpha, whatever you have, most people usually do just stick ammo, keys, and also medical items as well. If you have a gamma container, here's what I recommend keeping in it. As mentioned, I usually put medical supplies, extra ammo, and also keys in my gamma. So starting off, you have the AFAC, the IFAC, whatever you can fit in this one slot. This will all do your basic healing. You have your heavy bleed stuff, your splints in case you get a fracture. You always want to carry at least some sort of painkiller, whether that be a Gold Star, or Vaseline, or ibuprofen, something with multiple uses on it. I also will bring in a CMS or a serve. Typically, I'll have my AFAC or my IFAC Salua, whatever I have, on my pockets so that I can hotkey them. And I'm a big fan of the serve kit over the CMS, even if it does take over an extra slot, but that's how I fit that in there. I will usually have a full stack of ammo of the primary weapon that I'm using. And then, usually early on, you don't have a case yet, so I'll just have the keys open for whatever task that I'm currently doing. So this essentially is what my gamma container looks like, as well as the IFAC, AFAC, or Salua that I have in my pockets or my rig. I really like this setup for early on and early wipes. When you do typically get a high value item, I'll typically move my cheaper items, such as the hemostat or the serve kit, to make room for those high value items to fit in the gamma. Things I typically won't move are my painkillers or a full stack of ammo. If there's only a couple rounds left in the stack, I'll usually put in my pockets to make room for some sort of high value item to put in here. I've never had one, but here's what I would do if I had an alpha container. I would prioritize my high value items first, such as a full stack of ammo and my painkillers. Perhaps one important key that I'm currently tasking on. Having an AFAC, IFAC, or Salua in my pockets, as well as the hemostat. Some things I don't have is a CMS, serve, or extra keys. For this situation, I might just use the painkillers. One of the first things I would probably try to get is a key tool. After the key tool, I would try to get your hands on a base.